Welcome to Beekeeper's Picnic. You've heard about the cats games. Now it's a bee game. You had the alligator game. We're going through all the animals now.
Yes.
Which beekeepers are animals?
I mean,
those who keep
humans
the bees
are animals, so therefore beekeepers are also animals.
But bees are also bugs.
Yes.
But humans and bugs combined will be an animal, because that's like the middle way.
But bugs are animals.
Very small, very smart. Bugs animal. Bugs
Let's
are
just
not animals. New game. This is an alpha version. This is Sherlock Holmes related stuff. Look. Who are you? Who's you're usually Watson. I think this would be me. I'm not even sure if Sherlock is here. I know Watson is here.
I don't know who's who.
Well, I was correct in my summation then. This is where the printing press created by the master counterfeiter Prescott was hidden.
There must be 2,000 counterfeit notes here. If all these had entered circulation, the Bank of England would have been severely undermined.
Now we have only to wait and catch the bird returning to its nest.
You think this man Prescott will return here?
No, he was killed. It is his murderer I mean to catch. James Winter, alias Killer Evans, known to have shot 3 men in the States.
Well, if our Wild West friend tries to live up to his nickname, I will be ready for him. I have my revolver.
Ooh. Good old Watson.
Yeah.
Mr. Gun Boy, that's you.
I've got a feeling that Sherlock is going to be more book-based than some of the other ones we've seen.
Ah. You would know more than that about than me, at least, so you'll have to call it out when you see it.
Yeah, just one of the main things that's described in the books is his nose being like very big and hawk-like. And I see some inspiration there.
I even see it in the small pixel thing there. Look at his 3 pixel nose compared to Watson's 2 pixel nose.
Yeah, so he's not described as like having your like perfect nose. He's described as like having a very characteristic nose. So.
Yes.
Oh.
That's the gun.
Stay
where you are, Mr. Evans. If you value your life, you have gun trained on you, and Scotland Yard will be with us in a few moments. I would advise surrender.
It just looks so overly like elegant to have one leg back.
And one hand on the cane, just for balance for the gun.
I mean, it might be that, like, I'm not sure which leg is his bad leg, but either way, it just looked very silly the way he...
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a theater. It's a theatric one.
Yes.
Well, Mel, I guess I have been one too many for me, Mr. Holmes. Saw through my game, I suppose, and played me for a sucker from the first. Well, sir, I hand it to you. You have beat me, and...
Oh.
No! Who shot who? Watson! You're not hurt, Watson. For God's sake, say that you're not hurt.
Yeah, he just collapsed for the fun of it.
Yeah.
It's nothing, Holmes. Barely a scratch, also known as I got shot in my good leg.
Yeah.
I mean, that definitely looks like... Yeah. Anyway, not sure if that's his bad leg or his good leg. We'll probably find out. Examine for yourself. It's just a flesh wound in my thigh.
Yeah, through your main artery. You're right, it is quite superficial.
Is Killer Evans...
Yes, clear case of self-defense on your part. Perhaps it's just as well that it should end this way. If he had killed you, I would not have let him get out of this room alive.
Well, well, well. Watson's looking a bit pale.
And Sherlock's looking a little bit scared.
Yes, just a bit. Holmes, I do wish you would stop that.
Stop what, precisely?
Ruminating over my injury. Say yourself that it was a flesh wound, quite superficial. I'll be back on my feet again in no time. You must stop worrying.
I was doing no such thing. I was considering an entirely different matter.
In fetal position.
Yes, I'm very locked away. I was considering the matter of your slow death because of your bleeding. We never treated your wound.
Yes. May not be a master of observation, but I have known you a long time. Long enough to think otherwise. My dear fellow.
Got the bullet shot to the wall. There must be some way for me to help Watson. Making a close observation. Oh, I'm thinking right now. Am I? Close observation of him will be a good place to start.
Okay.
I'm not saying this. I'm just thinking this.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just thinking
The
this.
bee. The bee is notifying the thinking.
It's a bit difficult to read, so that's Beaker.
It's
Chemistry
not
set.
great.
Persian slipper. Books and files. Painting. More books and files. A plate.
Lovely painting of things.
I think it's a waterfall. A very
Could be.
small waterfall, by the looks of it.
Very yeah.
Gasogene. I have no
Gasogene? Could you press any of these?
Jackknife. I'm just looking around at this point. Photograph. Oh. Okay. We got a menu.
We got the classic. If I take the knife, all of my letters would be liable to go astray.
For some reason, I read that as ashtray.
Yes, all of my will go to ashtray. Going to answer them eventually.
Okay, beaker then.
Don't want to carry around delicate glassware unless I have a specific purpose for it in mind. So are we looking for something to look on his leg? Because that was him ruminating
Possibly.
over.
We don't have a magnifying glass though. No magnifying glass in our inventory. This thing.
It's Dr. Watson's gasogene. It's quite a clever device. The lower chamber contains water, and the upper contains tartaric acid and sodium bicarbonate.
Okay.
Two chemicals react, producing carbon dioxide and carbonating the water.
So,
Soda.
yeah.
What's it called?
The
For some reason, he
brand name
prefers to drink
is
his water
SodaStream.
fizzing with bubbles. SodaStream. Watson loves SodaStream, confirmed. Alright. There are usually some glasses here, but they are absent. I will have to improvise.
Okay. Fine, so now we get the beaker. No. Fine, we'll just
Slap
stare
Watson.
at him.
Now, there we go. My intimate companion and biographer, Dr. John H. Watson. Appreciate the open man spread there, Watson, while I'm looking at you. Shall we see what we can be observed about him? She visited my brain attic. Is that what you call it in the books? Brain attic?
I don't remember him using that word, but
No.
it has been a minute since I read the books, so I might have forgotten about that part.
Okay, to see what deductions can be made based on my findings. Alright. Brain attic time.
Yes. He's got a leg, and then he's got another leg. The other leg we
Yeah.
don't want to look at. This leg.
No,
Let's
this is
stare
the
at
shot
the leg.
Shot in the left thigh. Evidence is mostly gone. His blood-stained trousers have been burned. The bandages are not visible under his clothes.
That's a bit dramatic. Burning his old pair of pants instead of trying to get the stain out.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I mean, presumably it would be kind of difficult, and there would also be a hole there, but still, the rest of
It's
the
an easy
pants
way
were
to deal
still
with it.
fine.
It's free heating, okay?
Yeah, but fabric's expensive.
Yeah, but it was ruined with a hole in it. And bad memories, you gotta remember that.
I guess. Just seems very strange that people go, well, that's one for the fireplace.
Yeah, that's ruined. That's an old fix. Toss it in the fire. Oh, does Liam have a broken leg? I guess we gotta toss Liam into the fire now as well. I can tell from the way that he sits that it is still causing him some discomfort. Poor Watson, he's had quite enough gunshot wounds for one lifetime.
Holmes, are you brooding again while staring at my leg? I'm touched that you're so affected. Deeply touched. But I hate to see you berating yourself. And you're also still staring at my leg.
Yes, but I'm still going to open my legs for you. Just 'cause it's there. Because usually if you tend to be a bit shy, you tend to like, cross your legs a bit or look like move the other way. But he's fine. He's open. I like the scribbles on the back of the book.
Just take his book.
You may read it when it's finished. Take book. At least I'm not ruminating anymore. Now I'm just stealing.
Just playing tug of war with Watson's book.
Yeah. Take Watson's face. I'm feeling to see if you have a temperature.
Totally not trying to put your head in my inventory
yeah,
and see if it
not-
comes off or something.
Not trying to capture your head in my little purse.
I do not have a temperature, Holmes. I have a superficial leg injury, that's all. As if those can't get infected.
Yeah. I was going to bring you to the lab, and I figured the head would be the easiest to bring with me.
Yeah.
Yellow back novel entitled The Lady Detective Makes It Right. There's a picture of a young lady examining a footprint of the front and an advertisement extolling the virtues of cocoa on the back.
So books with ads on the back? Never heard of that before.
I guess.
So, I guess we're done examining him and making him uncomfortable. So can I get the beaker now? No.
Nope.
Conversation.
Converse. Oh, here we are. Classic menu. Just start from the top, or
Yeah, I guess so.
with the glasses, which usually were signed by the gasogene. Okay, he repeats it there.
One of them was broken in your chemistry experiment last week. The rest are currently being cleaned.
Have you written any stories? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if he has a perfectly nice beaker, why was he using one of those?
That's
Sounds
a
like he
soda
needs more
stream.
beakers.
Yeah, you don't touch the soda stream.
Yeah.
Have you written any stories lately?
I've had some attempts at jotting some stuff down, but I'm struggling to find a home for it. Okay. I may make an attempt at writing up more of your cases. The affair of the dancing men would be popular, don't you think?
It certainly had a touch of the sensational about it.
Okay.
Have you ever considered getting a dog, Watson?
Sometimes I am fond of dogs. They require considerable care, however.
Indeed, yet they are loyal beasts with excellent noses. You remember old Toby, kept by Mr. Sherman? If we had a little more space then, I thought Mrs. Hudson would allow it. I may have thought to buy him and have him here with us. But now both man and dog are long dead. Hoo-hum. Such is the way of things. Don't know what kind of thing that should be. How did you return to your book? But for a moment, I have to annoy you.
Yeah, maybe that was him clearing his throat?
Yeah, could be. But there's you usually just say harumph or something.
Yeah, yeah. But that's my guess for
Yeah, that
what
sounds
that sound is supposed to be.
onomatopoeia like that.
Yeah. So, the slipper. Don't need to carry it.
Don't need to carry it.
chemistry set.
Well-used set of chemist equipment. The solutions to some of my most complex cases have been wrought here over Bunsen burner and beaker. What do
Also,
we
fun
want?
fact.
His leg.
Like, if this is an actual beaker that he uses for chemistry stuff, really shouldn't be drinking from that. But I am
That's how
pretty
he solves
sure
his
that we'll be doing
cases.
that.
There's so many contaminations.
Yes.
Well, what have we here? Some pink pansies have been delivered to our door. There's a handwritten card on rather fine cardstock. The penmanship is decidedly female. However, it has a certain lax form which I associate with those in the medical field.
So, sloppy but female handwriting.
Yeah, that's interestingly. So it's like very nice. How does that work? Decidedly female, so very female. It's very like nice, but then lax. So like nice. I want to write my signature every day. That's like the angry doctor.
Maybe the eyes are dotted with slightly sloppy flowers.
Yeah, with hearts. Every eye is dotted with hearts. That's like decidedly female. Look, every eye has a heart on them. But yeah, men doctors are like fucking shit, whatever. This is my signature. What is it? This is a squiggly line. This is me. Here you go. Bring this to the apothecary and they will give you stuff. Dear John, wishing you a swift recovery. With warmest regards, Rebecca. Dear John? John? How presumptive.
Someone sounds jealous.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. A plate. Stare at it.
Remains of what's dinner. From the color of the sauce and a distinct smell, I think that this one held a portion of Mrs. Hudson's quite delightful curried lamb. Or he just knows because he's been there. But...
Maybe. But now he's just sniffing Watson's plate.
Watson's like, are you okay? I'd rather at least have you doing this than looking at me, this, like, ruminating over my leg. And I'm just like... Curry, Mrs. Hudson. Yes. You've been eating food, haven't you, Watson? Yes. I knew it. Yeah, whatever. Oh! I say whatever to the one we have a fact. I just observed something important. I should enter my brain attic later in order to see if I can make any deductions. Oh, now we got it stocked up. We got queued up brain actions right now.
Photograph.
A memento of one of my early cases. It is a photograph of the late opera singer Irene Norton Nee Adler. Nee? The woman who was able to utterly evade my traps. I know Irene Adler, but Nee, I didn't know about the...
Yeah, didn't know about that either. But...
I'm always rather pleased that she did.
Like, a lot of the characters who ended up being so iconic aren't really ones that are, like, that big of a deal in the books.
Okay.
So, yeah.
If I were to suddenly pick it up after a decade of vehemently ignoring it, Watson would be distressed.
Okay.
Small leather traveling case with a velvet lining. When I last looked inside, probably around 5 years ago, it housed a hypodermic syringe and other accoutrements. You may wonder why I still keep it here at all. I find there's a certain satisfaction in knowing it is available, yet untouched. Perhaps one day I will find some other use for the case. Ah.
Right,
Drugs.
that's what that is. Yes. Yes. Holmes, are you?
Perfectly fine, Doctor. Please continue with your book.
Yep, nothing going on.
Are you looking at your old drugs again? No, no. I was looking at your leg.
Yeah. It was the reflection of your leg in the window. That's why I have my back turned. Converse with the knife.
What a trusted little knife this has been.
Holmes, is it possible that you're slightly bored?
Bored? No, why would you think that?
No reason. make use. No letters.
I have no letters. My practice is to keep my unread correspondence firmly secured to the mantelpiece with the jackknife. Found to be an efficient filing method, but not one generally advocated.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Make use of Sherlock Holmes.
God.
Oh.
Make use of what? I'm here to be of use, Holmes, but perhaps wait a while until this particular gunshot injury is healed, huh?
Well, you said it was superficial. Now you're complaining about it?
Yes. Pick up what?
Tempting. He's not quite so injured that I need to toss him over my shoulder and put him to bed, however.
But he is tempted.
I'm very tempted. Can we make use of chemistry? Whatever we want. So we haven't used make use of a lot yet.
Yeah. Oh. No.
For the moment, please, I can quickly become absorbed in my chemistry, but I've had other business which demands my attention. The leg.
What about that slipper, though?
Single silk embroidered slipper in oriental style. I lost its partner many years ago. Since then, it has been used as a receptacle for tobacco.
Right. Just a slipper full of tobacco.
It's a very stylistic choice.
Yes.
Make use of Watson's leg.
I mean, maybe. Maybe we can talk to the leg.
Yeah, can we do the brain addict thing? We've already got 2 things queued up. Speak to the gentleman it's attached to. Hello, little leg. Make use of Watson's
Pick
leg.
up his leg. Oh. Holmes, please don't do that. It's still rather tender.
1,000 apologies.
Who just bullies now?
The leg won't be of much use for a while yet, I fear.
Could I borrow this leg, please?
Yeah, I need to research this one. Could I just pick at the leg? Oh, it's attached to a human. Sorry.
Converse with the book.
You're becoming familiar with your competition, Watson.
It's a jolly good little story. You see, this young governess goes to work in a large country house. Then one night her employer is killed, seemingly by toxin from an exotic plant he was cultivating. And she decides to make an investigation of the matter.
Who are the suspects?
Well, personally, I suspect the butler, who... Wait. If I keep telling you details, you'll tell me who the culprit is before I've finished. Sorry, Holmes. You must read it yourself after I'm finished.
By the way, beekeeping.
Yes. Can we talk to his face?
You're quite certain you need nothing from me.
I value companionship, but beyond that, no special measures are needed.
Take mustache.
Okay. We can't look at the letters separately. Quite nice, the rain sound in the background.
It's cozy, but the pixel art is still really weird.
Yes. Yes, the pixel
The
art
shading
is strange at times.
The shading is a suggestion at some points.
Yes.
And then it's not apparent at the rest of it.
So, make use of flowers?
I suppose I could toss them out the window. What's my complaint? But what
he's
about our
very
brain
jealous.
attic? Can we enter our brain attic?
Sure. There.
There we go. Go into my brain attic. I like to think of my mind as a space full of well-chosen materials, information on which I can draw on in order to complete my work. I keep a record here of people who are significant to me, represented by portraits on the walls. That's John. This
Just
blackboard
John.
is very important. I use it to combine observations I have made in order to make deductions. Metaphorically, of course.
Oh, fine. Mycroft.
Mycroft. Wow, Mycroft looks interesting.
For some reason, I thought that was Mrs. Watson. No, Mrs. Hudson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Not
thought it was
Watson.
Hudson, okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. For some reason, that did not read as Mycroft, but I guess they do have some resemblance. It seems Mycroft got all the eyebrows of the family. Okay. So, deductions. Facts you discover will appear in the box below. You can combine them to make deductions and further your investigation.
Watson has eaten curried lamb.
Yes.
Yes, he has.
Can I help Watson? Examine Watson at the room for clues about how I might be able to help. Combine any facts. Okay. So it seems we haven't done enough yet.
Better not.
Pick up the portrait.
I wish it to remain there. Watson, he should not be here by right. This is a place of facts, of logic. He's a distracting factor. Grit in a sensitive instrument. Yet I find that I want him here, all the same.
Okay. Make use of the portrait.
I don't keep his portrait here to be
useful.
bunk.
Yeah. Talk to the portrait. No.
No.
Mycroft.
Brother Mycroft is my superior in observation and deduction, although he does not have the energy or ambition to be a detective. Instead, he uses his capacity for storing facts in the aid of the government. Indeed, it could be said that occasionally he is the British government.
Okay. But it seems we're missing something.
Indeed. We know about the curried lamb. Maybe he had the leg of the lamb, and Watson's leg is the lamb's leg. We should change it. I would need a glass or other suitable vessel to hold the liquid for us. We must need to get that beaker now. But he doesn't want to carry it around for a specific purpose. Should pick it up and then find other objects. Well, come on!
I'm trying to do that. Converse with
I'm not talking about the use, but I'm talking about Sherlock here. Look, Watson, one of the beakers from my chemistry set.
Yes, very nice.
Thank you. What is his problem? Like, he says he wants to use the beaker, then he doesn't use the beaker.
Files.
An eclectic selection of books. Once Watson's novels and my own reference books were carefully delineated, but after many years of living together, they are hopelessly muddled.
Oh no. Make use?
Tempting? Nope. Other business.
Talked.
Quite proud of a little library, Watson.
Books do make a place feel like home, yes?
No. Drugs make me feel like home.
Possibly.
Shelf painting. Print of Turner's The Great Fall of the Reichenbach. It's been there since Watson and I moved here, but it's taken on additional meaning in the course of our adventures.
Oh, I wonder why.
We could go back to Switzerland, you know, for a holiday. I imagine it's rather nice if one is not fleeing for one's life.
That may be. However, I would prefer not to. Talk to the painting.
Death is a mingling of eternity with time. In the death of a good man, eternity is seen looking through time. Or so von Goethe said.
You horror at me sometimes, Holmes?
Good.
So, don't need tobacco.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm just annoyed by the beaker thing, because he says he needs it, but he doesn't want to get it.
Yeah, it feels weird to...
It feels maybe like a demo.
Maybe.
Maybe it is just what it is.
Yeah. Maybe this is the extent of it. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's nice so far. I like how you can talk to everything.
Yeah, I think what I see here is that kind of similar to what I had when I started making my own like point and click thing. Is that when I made the foundation, the easiest way to feel good about my work, and I did work, is of course adding an option to every interaction.
Yeah.
So having text to like, oh, I had like the storage thing in my bedroom. So on my shelf, I had all these different things on the shelf, and I could just, same thing here. I had look and pick up and 2 other things. Same menu, like 4 things, and you just add text to everyone.
But it is kind of nice though.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I wonder how they can take it forward. But the art is a bit jarring, but the gameplay might work well.
Yeah, I'd say they blend into the background a bit because the background's so busy.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that there's a lot of different pixel resolutions. There's a lot of there's sometimes shading, sometimes not shading.
Yeah.
And I can tell that there's a specific angle. Let me see if I can get it. There's a specific angle with Sherlock here. There. Then he gets a smaller pixel for an eye, so you can already tell that
he's a bit squished all around.
Yeah. So like this doesn't even make sense to like as the pixel as he is made, right?
Yeah.
So this is just all made within a specific weird truncation and then a scaling with blurred lines sometimes around it. So it needs some work in that regard, but I think that the premise is fun and can go with that. And the writing's good.
Yeah. And another thing I would change is probably having like some sort of way to have the text not blend in with the carpet a bit.
That's probably just like UI alpha, that's fine.
Yeah, like it's just that these lighter parts of the carpet make it so that white text is difficult to read on it. Black text would also be difficult to read on it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I think we should call it a beekeeping at this point.
Yeah, they don't know what it's got to do with beekeeping other than bees exist and we have flowers.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a subtle part of the game, but it's gonna be like some sort of thing to do down the line.
I think it stopped raining.
Oh.
Kind of dragged out the window though. Like, there's also different lighting, so like, there has definitely been like there have been so many like small features.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just kind of missing the how do you actually combine things, because at this point I'm not sure, because he doesn't want to pick stuff up.
Yeah. But yeah, let's call it a beekeep. It's always fun to see some Sherlock games.
Yes. Maybe we'll revisit this one once it's properly out and not just in alpha. We'll see.
Could be fun. All right. Have a beautiful time zone and whatever you're dealing with right now.
Yes.
And remember that you're maybe not everybody loves you, but you're probably great. That's good enough, right?
Yeah, and do that thing you've been meaning to do.
Oh yeah, and that laundry, that stinks. Do it again. You kept it for too long. You forgot to take it out of the washing machine. Now it just reeks. Do it again.
I feel called out.
Oh,
bye.
There we go. I didn't even know. Bye.